And here's the grid for the race. Bodie Page, DeMario, and Vosberg on road number
Then we're
one.
going to have Cody Kopp. Really good job by him yesterday, as well as Sam Drain, Nick Betancourt starting outside the second row. Ella Dreyer, who's been fast. Carson King was part of that lead group yesterday. Sanchez, Mervis, Garcia, Landon Smith, and then we're going to have Ian Fraley.
Here we go, 10 laps scheduled for Parts Unlimited Talent Cup by Motul, and away we go, and a good launch from your pole sitter, Bodie Page.
Yeah, really good start from Bodie. You see DeMario is going to just lock in right behind him, and Vosberg is going to be third. Drain, Kopp, not sure if that's Ella maybe there, just kind of trying to have a look, but as they roll up, you see Vosberg now has taken the fight to DeMario. He's jumped himself into second, DeMario third. And first two guys trying to get away a little bit. You see right now Vosberg's in the draft. Will he be able to pass him as they get down here into turn 6?
So there are a lot of changes made overnight to these race machines. Who's got it nailed? Right now it's going to be Vosberg who takes over the spot. So our first lead change of this race. And now the question is really, who do you want to lead? Do you want to lead? Do you want to take the risk? Where is all the traction on this racetrack? You can see if you get too close to that apex right there, that has got a little bit of moisture on it. Boy, you can see that for Page, he's got a lot of and Ella Dreyer in.
Oh, man.
It looks like there's something could be wrong with the motorcycle.
Bike's not running, is it?
Yeah,
so
it's not running. So unfortunately for the MP13 Racing 22, who needs all the experience on this bike. And is that Garcia, I think?
Garcia's in there, I believe, too.
Garcia's in the mix on the 23.
But look at the difference in time.
Derek Sanchez, Rossi Garcia.
Yes.
So this is a really talented field, but 41H.
And DeMario just has nothing for those two up front now. So I'm gonna strike what I said earlier. He's getting ridden around the outside of right now. I mean, what a pass there. That's going to be the 30 of Rossi Garcia, who we saw out in one of our wet sessions earlier. He actually tipped over, so that team did a great job. As we have a pass for the lead now, riding these bikes. And now he's tucked into the draft right now at DeMario as they go down into turn 1. Let's see if he can make this pass. He does, Greg.
Ooh,
so
and he does it just over the
damp patch as well. So, you know, there's going to be some of these kids that have been doing the dirt track as DeMario gets such a good drive out of turn 1. And look at Garcia trying to go around the outside there. In a battle for third at the moment, in the sense that you look at how busy this is. Now Cody on the outside of DeMario. It should put him in a good spot here to get, and he's going to kind of bullet his way in there. Obviously, Cody, we talk about him all the time being as tall as he is.
So 141.2, 141.3 for Page and Vosberg, 141.7 and high 41s and 42s across the board, all the way down to Betancourt in 10th place. Off the back straightaway they go again.
From third place down, Greg, from third place all the way to Ian Fraley in 12th.
Seems like he's got this particular section dialed in. He's going to bend it a little bit there and then back over to the left, and he carries a lot of speed.
Carson King.
They're not messing around back there.
What a move there from Carson King. He kind of did what Rossi's been trying to do there to riders. He was able to make it work. So Carson King in the all white there, you see him fourth rider in our shot, does a nice job of getting through on Rossi Garcia. And now he's going to be in the draft to Sam Drain. Probably get a little bit of the draft to DeMario as well. And look at the 30. He's trying as well to get in that draft. You can see, Greg, the track is definitely drying. And Kopp does a good job of getting himself down into this turn. Carson King gets past Sam Drain. So Carson trying to make his way forward.
Carson King.
Good move there by Garcia.
Out of Caseyville, Illinois on the Royalty Racing entry. And of course we were talking about the 30 of Garcia on the Rossi Motorsports powered by 316. Drain at a 40 and the riders behind them at 40s and 41s.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at this, getting gobbled up.
So I wonder if Kopp made a mistake there because both riders look like they had a lot of pace on him, and you can see here.
But that's the second time it's happened to him coming out of one.
Just to confirm on our screens, Sam Drain goes the fastest first split. And how about this? 3 wide going into 6. Kopp is trying to ride around the outside, and he does.
Got position up the inside.
Yes, he does. Got position there. So now he's going to have to run it out a little bit to try to make it to where DeMario doesn't do that.
Because of how wet it is at the apex of the corner, we didn't think anybody was going to make a pass there, but DeMario doesn't care. And so now Kopp's got some work to do because that seemed to be his favorite passing spot. It doesn't seem, whether it's gearing or size for Cody Kopp, that he's got the ability to draft and pass DeMario off the back straightaway. So he's got to get creative here. Goes 38.8. Now that 0.2 of a second up front. Page goes 38.9. So really half this field still with their best lap, the last lap by. And I don't know if there was a little bit of nudge there on the knee puck of Cody Kopp. from Sam Drain.
Sam's done a good job to get back past Carson, and I'm sure that relatively sure that Kopp and Drain have seen each other on dirt tracks at some point, so they have probably raced against each other, obviously. So Sam got awfully close, but again, deep into the draft here is Cody Kopp, and I expect him to try to do something with DeMario when they get to the end of this back straightaway.
Well, DeMario's so good on the brakes. I'm not sure Cody
but look at
has
Cody.
it. He's going around the outside. What a move there by Kopp. He's going to run it in super deep. The question is, can he get it back to the left and turn it? It's been his kind of preferred line anyway. So now is DeMario going to try to sneak up the inside again?
Oh, you can't open the door. If you open the door and give him a chance. Good for Cody, though. Cody was able to close that door off. DeMario only needed about another wheel there.
Yeah.
And he would have been able to make that pass.
If it wasn't for the moisture on the racetrack, I think he would have been able to get that done. All right, so back up front we go with the lap and a half to go. We know that Vosberg has got to be thinking about where he's going to be making a move to try to pass for the win. And, of course, Bodie Page, your Nicky Hayden AMA Horizon Award flat track winner. He's got a lot of racing experience under his belt at a young age, 15 years old. They both go 39 flats, and now back to the battle for third place as Kopp continues to lead the way. If DeMario has the same idea that he had last time, as Kopp goes fastest lap of the race, again, 38.768 for Kopp.
Yeah, really impressive for Cody Kopp there to get that lap time, and we'll see what ends up happening. We got a great battle at the front here. Vosberg almost looks like a little bit too far back, but watch what happens here for the 31. He's going to get drawn into that draft at right the exact time here, Greg, possibly at the end of this straightaway. But you can see, but look at Bodie. He's kept himself over to the right, but this is what I was talking about. Vosberg just was in that draft just far enough back where he was going to be able to slingshot it. Now Bodie's going to have to really think about the spot that he might be able to get Vosberg back. If Vosberg can continue to close the door to some of these right lefts and right lefts towards the end of the lap, he's going to put himself in a great spot here.
So Vosberg back to the lead with half a lap to go, but he's got Bodie Page right on his tailpipe.
Good
Where is the
there.
move? Yeah, keeping it nice and tight for Vosberg.
But this is where he's got to get. He's going to move. He's got to stay over to the right a little bit here. But Page could do something going into this next left.
Oh, contact! So they touch, and does he go off the racetrack? No. So Vosberg able to hold on to it. But contact between the two, and all of a sudden a massive gap, and a red flag is out. A red flag.
So there's going to have to have been something that's happened in this group behind these guys. And I'm looking at our splits right now. But that
was got to be Bodie Page, Vosberg, 1/10 of a second. That was done on lap number 9, even though Vosberg had taken the lead for a moment. And then Cody Kopp in a huge battle with DeMario and Cody Kopp with 65 now tied with Carson King, who definitely is going to be looking towards a great weekend next weekend at VIR. And on back through the field,